It is time for a very special episode of Adventures in Gaming Shiny Hunting Edition because it is time for my birthday shiny hunt. Let's do this. So I'm actually filming this the day after my birthday, but this was my birthday shiny hunt. So the whole time, I made a decision to do a shiny hunt on my birthday. I had a few different Pokemon in mind that I wanted to shiny hunt. And one of the main reasons why I wanted to shiny hunt on my birthday is because of a really cool thing that you can get in Pokemon. But first off, in case you didn't know this, the reason why you register your birthday when you first start a Pokemon game is this. So again, the main reason why you want to shiny hunt on your birthday, or just catch Pokemon in general, is because on your birthday, you have a higher chance to get a special mark. And it might be the only day you can actually get it. But there's a mark that's called the Destiny Mark. And when you get it, it essentially gives your Pokemon the title of the Chosen, or the Chosen, I think it's the Chosen One, which that's pretty dope. I mean, why would you not want a Pokemon that's the Chosen? Especially a shiny, that's even cooler. So I had a plan in motion to aim for 3 different shinies I did not have. One of them was a redemption, and I'm going to have to go into a little bit of spoiler territory here because this episode was moved forward in front of many others that I've already filmed because I wanted to get it out closer to my birthday. Rather than waiting until probably January. So there'll be some spoilers for shinies that I catch or tried to catch in the future. But anyway, there are 3 Pokemon that I decided to aim for. Those were Dondozo, Go-Goat, who has a surprisingly really good shiny, and Flamigo. All 3 of those have really solid shinies. One of them is for redemption. So I figured it'd be fun to try to go for all 3, with the end goal being to get one with the Destiny Mark. So I set off on my quest, starting off with Go-Goat. As I was getting ready to set up a picnic and do my Go-Goat hunt, I was wandering around this hillside and, well, I stumbled upon a certain wrestler who I may or may not already have, but I'm not going to turn down a shiny, ever. So, welcome to the team, second shiny Hawlucha. So after that surprise shiny, I set off and decided to make the most majestic grass sandwich, complete with a sparkler for my birthday. Now, I don't mean to brag about my culinary genius, but I feel this absolutely spectacular burger, tomato, lettuce, and onion sandwich with some Herba Mystica really hit the spot for that shiny Go-Goat. I feel it accomplished with me. So, like I said, Go-Goat has surprisingly one of the more vibrant shinies. I know it's not the most exciting Pokemon, but its shiny is really great. So I decided, you know what? It's about time. Let's go catch a Go-Goat. So I wandered over to the rocky cliffs, and, well, here's what I found. So I was wandering up and down the mountainside looking for mountain goats, and I happened to see one with golden regal horns. Yeah, shiny Go-Goat goes way harder than you would expect it to. So, yeah, glad to get my first birthday shiny. So the next shiny hunt was for Dondozo. So the spoiler here is that on Thanksgiving, I happened to find a Dundozo outbreak, which I was excited for because Dundozo has a really cool shiny. It changes from blue and white to yellow and white. It's very bold. And Dundozo is just kind of a cool Pokemon, so I was excited to shiny hunt it on Thanksgiving. I found one. I found a shiny, and I'm going to save the clip for a future episode when I get to that point. But I found one, and I got ran into by a random Dundozo, which caused it to despawn. So I failed that shiny. And I attempted all the rest of Thanksgiving throughout the day when I wasn't with my family playing games or eating food, trying to find another one. I never did. So I decided to make it my mission for my birthday to get redemption and shiny hunt for another Dundozo. And I tried this a number of different ways. I went for the outbreak method where I tried to spawn a Dundozo outbreak, and I did this a whole lot. I think I spent probably an hour trying to find a Dundozo outbreak. Never found one. And then I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to pop a water sandwich and just wander around the Casarola Lake and see what I can find. And, well, here's what I found. So I got tired of attempting to reset for outbreaks for Dundozo, so I just decided to wander around the lake looking for maybe a random one. And I found one spot where I tended to see at least a few Dundozo spawn, so I wandered around aimlessly, looking to try to track one down. And I ran into, of course, my nemesis, a shiny Veluza. I already have one too, so double whammy. And then I continued my adventure and continued to roam around the lake looking for my Dundozo. This was the same sandwich, by the way. And, well, I once again did not find a Dundozo, but what I did find was another shiny red-billed Golduck. This is the second time shiny Golduck randomly spawned during one of my shiny hunts. Now I'm sure you're thinking, oh, those are cool. I mean, you already have them, but they're cool. Yeah, you would think that. And actually, both of them were marked, oddly enough. My thought process was if either of them had the Destiny mark, I would be forced to keep them. They didn't. They both had the uncommon mark. So this might kill some of you shiny hunters, but I had limited Herba Mystica left. So rather than keeping two shinies that I already have and that's it, I let those go, meaning I reset my game without saving to get my Herba Mystica back. So RIP to the shiny Golduck and the shiny Veluza. At least I have the recording memories of catching you, but I don't have them anymore. So I decided to pivot because Dundozo was just giving me so many issues. So I decided to switch to Flamigo. Now, if you don't know, Flamigo has actually one of the more interesting shinies because it's actually based on an actual flamingo, just like the Pokemon. Basically, flamingos, in order to get that bright pink color, have to eat a certain species of shrimp. And if they don't eat enough shrimp, they're much less pink and more like paler white. So that's what Flamigo's shiny is, which I think is cool. So I was looking for a pale Flamigo. So I decided to wander around Casarola Lake and see what I can find. So I'm back by the lake, but on the land this time. And I'm looking for a not quite as pink flamingo. And sure enough, I found one in a nice flock, making it super easy to figure out. And there it is, my beautiful, shiny, less pink Flamigo. So after catching the Flamigo, I still had, I think, 15 minutes, 14 minutes left on my sandwich. I didn't want it to go to waste. I could have kept wandering looking for another Flamigo, but I decided, you know what, let's go to Kitakami because I don't have a Mienfoo. So I've picked a random spot to spawn, and what I found was kind of surprising. So if you didn't know, in Kitakami you can get just wild Annihilate walking around. And because I had a fighting sandwich on, I ran into a lot of
wild Annihilate. Not at all what I was expecting to find, but something did catch me a little bit off guard, and that is one of the Annihilate looked a little bluer than the rest. That's right, I found a second shiny Annihilate. Pretty crazy.
So after catching the shiny Annihilate again, I decided to wander into another section of Kitakami, and with less than a minute left on my sandwich, I decided to give it one last shot and see if I can find a Mienfoo.
So I was once again scrolling through Kitakami looking for a shiny blue-shirted Mienfoo, and I only had 44 seconds left on my sandwich, so I really didn't have much time or really a lot of hope, but there he was, right in the background as I run into this one, a blue-shirted Karate Master. So I quickly ran away from this battle and encountered that one, meaning I got 3 unique shinies on one fighting sandwich. Crazy.
So yeah, super lucky. I got 1 shiny that I wanted for the challenge, 2 bonus shinies. I'd say that's a pretty darn good sandwich. But here's the real kicker. I, of course, had to check all of them to see if any of them had a mark. One of them did.
That's right. Of all the Pokemon that I caught for my birthday, the shiny Annihilate had the Destiny mark.
So, of course, it was a little weird that, of course, out of all the Pokemon that I hunted, the Annihilate was the one with the Destiny mark. But that is now my Annihilate. So I changed it to the nickname that I had for my my original Annihilate, made that one my new Annihilate. Now I have an extra Annihilate shiny, and decided to use Mr. Furious, the Chosen, to show off his new title. And yeah, it's pretty awesome.
So naturally, when you earn a really cool mark or ribbon or something, you got to show off its awesome new title. So I battled this Kitakami Ogre Clan person who I just didn't bother to battle with his Politoed and set up Mr. Furious, the Chosen One. Yeah, pretty dope.
So we're going to wrap up this episode with yet another silly visual glitch. While I was hunting Go-Goat, I found one that didn't want to be on this planet anymore, I guess. You just have to wait and see.
So yeah, I was up on the mountainside, going through the rocky cliffs, looking at various mountain goats, trying to check to see if they had awesome golden horns, when I found one that just didn't want to be here anymore, I guess. It's a weird situation, but yeah, I was coming over to this side, and one of them just decided to slowly slide down the mountain. Very funny.
So that is going to do it for this special birthday episode of Adventures in Gaming Shiny Hunting Edition. I will have more episodes coming. I have a lot that I have filmed at various points. So some of the Pokemon you saw in this episode, again, you haven't seen me catch yet. You will. Don't worry. But I wanted to get this video out close to my birthday because it's kind of a special event sort of thing. So yeah, that's why this is here and not some of those other episodes. But don't worry, those will come out. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you're new around here, be sure to hit that subscribe button, click the notification bell. That way you know when new videos drop. I'm going to try to start getting other videos besides shiny hunting videos out in the not too distant future. I am starting a new job, which is very time consuming, but things are starting to get better in my life to the point where I think I'm ready to start at least dipping my toes back into content creation. And yes, that will include the long-delayed Bargain Game Hunter that I started filming back in September, that I'm going to try to finish and have that out soon. So look for that, and hopefully some other gaming content in the near future. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode of Adventures in Gaming. Bye-bye.